My earpiece has just fallen out. Hello, my dears. It's Alan again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Broadcasting from Rhiane's Academy, and as usual, making another little mini lesson, making sense of phrasal verbs because they do make sense. Okay, today we have 3 guests instead of 1. Round, around, and about. Now, as far as I can tell, round and around are always interchangeable. I can't think of an exception. If you can, by the way, let me know in the comments. About is sometimes used in this sense, and it's sometimes used in the sense of write about, a message about, a book about. But here, it's a synonym of round and around. As you're probably aware, you can wear something round your neck, round your wrist, and there can be a fence that goes round a field, or a wall round a garden, or a fence round a park. There we go. Nice and easy for static things. What about movement? Because normally that's more interesting. Well, you can drive around the corner, drive around the bend, and of course you can walk around the block. Magellan sailed around the world, although he got killed halfway and his lieutenant took over and actually got back home. Does it have to be perfectly circular? Does it have to be a loop? Absolutely not. More importantly, it's apparently undirected movement. Imagine a fly buzzing round the room. That's a movement, kind of random. Similarly, you might be the kind of tourist who, when they're visiting a city, doesn't like to have a proper itinerary. You might prefer just to take the metro into the city centre and stroll around, walk around, wander around. So it is time for our little metaphorical walk. And I think this is pretty interesting. I think this is my favourite phrasal particle. What's your favourite phrasal particle? Just like the fly is apparently achieving nothing, you can just sit around, have a lazy Sunday, just lie around the house, eat some crisps, watch some Netflix, play a game, do nothing. And that around is this kind of undirected behavior, just play or just passing time. I've done quite a few summer language camps where kids come over to Britain and they do an English course in the morning and they go and visit things in the afternoon. They play games in the evening. You sometimes have to tell the kids, oi, stop messing around with the fire extinguishers. Don't mess around with the windows and the locks. Don't mess around with the smoke detectors. In other words, stop playing with them. Don't touch them. You use those things if you need them properly. You don't touch them. Okay? Remember that. We went down to the park. We took a football. We didn't organise a match with a referee and 45 minutes per side. We just kicked the ball around. We just knocked the ball around. Unstructured. If you go down to a station, who's going to be there? Travelers and people meeting travelers and people saying goodbye to travelers, and obviously the people who work there and taxi drivers and cleaners and so on. But there will be people there who, let's say, don't have legitimate business there. They're maybe just wasting the day because they're unemployed, sitting in the corner, drinking beer. Maybe they're begging, maybe even selling drugs or something. They don't have legitimate business. So we often describe them as hanging around. So it's, there's definitely a negative connotation about this, hanging around the station all day. Spare change? Spare change, mate? Spare change for a cup of tea? Cheers. So literally, we're moving around in an unplanned way. Or metaphorically, we're just playing amusing ourselves, not achieving anything, wasting time, or doing stuff that maybe we shouldn't be doing, messing around with the fire extinguishers. People can also use it to be joking. Are you serious? Nah, I'm just messing around, just playing around. So there we are, folks. It's literally going round. It's moving randomly in an undirected way. It's playing, not doing serious things, messing around. You can also be ruder and say fucking around and etc. Or it's just killing time, achieving nothing. Well, I have hung around far too long. You should stop hanging around and go and wash those dishes. Look after yourselves, my dears. Take care. Bye.